Good morning. This talk was entitled Fear and Anger, Lessons from the Roman Past. But as I sat down to write it, I began to consider a slightly different topic. And so a more appropriate title might be Hatred and Envy in Politics, a much less dour topic. Today, I would like to make 2 points. First, that these emotions are generally harmful to the careers of politicians who possess them. And second, that they are endemic to republics and not necessarily as harmful as we may otherwise imagine. To accomplish this, we're going to take a deep dive in the career of a politician from the early Roman Republic, Marcus Manlius Capitolinus. In 392, Manlius had achieved the height of political success in Rome. He was elected to the consulship. But not 2 years later, Rome was sacked. Manlius, however, remained on the Capitol Hill, the home to the most sacred gods in Rome, which he defended to great acclaim. Manlius's life would be forever changed. Now he was a war hero. Now he was a defender of the gods themselves. Rome persisted. The enemy was driven off by another man, Marcus Furius Camillus. Camillus was hailed as a refounder of Rome and the second Romulus. Manlius, however, his dignity could endure no superior, and he grew envious of Camillus. And he began to consider some alternative options. Now, the sack had had disastrous consequences on Rome. The people were plunged into debt as the city had to be rebuilt. And debt at this time was something that could literally make you unfree. And freedom is synonymous with this new republic. And so, in his envy for Camillus, Manlius decided to take up the popular cause. He adopted the platform of the people, became their patron, and adopted as well the mudslinging tactics of their politicians. From here, events accelerate. Manlius began to use his considerable estate to pay off the debts of the poor citizens in Rome. And then he began to claim, without evidence, that the Senate was hoarding a vast amount of gold that could otherwise be used to pay off people's debts. Unable to provide evidence, he was imprisoned. The people, however, grew livid at the fact that their champion was in prison. How undignified. And so the popular outcry was great. Unable to withstand the popular outcry, the responsible magistrates abdicated from office, and Manlius was released from prison. And so he grew more hateful of the Senate. And he began to hold seditious meetings in his home. And then he began to consider a new career opportunity: monarchy. The Senate could see no way forward that did not include outright violence. They were planning an extrajudicial killing. But then something remarkable happened. The tribunes of the plebeians, the very politicians whose platform Manlius had supported and whose tactics he imitated, indicted him for treason. See, the tribunes had realized something. With Manlius at the top, there would be no place for their own careers. They had grown envious of him. Now, Manlius put up a defense at trial, but to no avail. And in the deepest bit of irony, he was thrown to his death from the very hill that he had saved during the sack of Rome. Now, Manlius's demagoguery, his slandering of Camillus and the Senate were powerful. But republics encourage competition. They're fueled by it. In many ways, it is their engine. And so, while envy can be used to propel someone's career, and hatred can encourage popular support and achieve political success, it's likely that these emotions will be the same ones that come to undo that person's career. And so while we may lament these emotions in the current political discourse, it may turn out to be the fact that they are responsible for a coming political correction. Thank you.